Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay and that today's is going well. Now, it's Tuesday, so I thought we'd come in with a lovely little tag. In this one, I'm using one of the, I say new, well, they're new to me, these smooth light brown card tags. So it's a lovely, it's 270 GSM card. It's a lovely quality tag. They remind me of old-fashioned luggage labels. I love brown card. And these are the smaller ones. So obviously in the tags we have two sizes. I'll just get one off my pile. So this is a mop-up one. So there's the large ones and the smaller ones. So today I'm coming in with one of the smaller ones. And as I say, I just thought I'd come in with a project on the brown. And this is what I've come up with. And it's just some lovely colouring. And if Mr. Mojo's gone or you're feeling a bit down, look through your stamps. We've got the most gorgeous florals, which look, you can add colour. And on this brown card, it takes it so well. So that's the idea. I'm going to put mine there so I can see it. And I'm just going to get my copy of paper, only because it helps me with my stamping. And I'm firstly going to come in with sunflower, and I think this is number 1. It's the one with the 3 leaves, just because I want it facing that way. And I've gone for a brown, and I've gone for Portobello. I've not gone for the pine cone or the fallen leaves. Sorry, I'm sounding very northern there, aren't I? Sorry. So I didn't go for the pine cone or the fallen leaves, just because they were quite dark. And on the brown card, they almost look black. And I wanted this to be a definite brown. So for me, Portobello is the ink of choice. And I'm going to stamp this beautiful sunflower 2 and a bit times. So I'm going to stamp it once there. Then I'm going to have another one coming across here. And there's so much detail in this lovely stamp. And then once more, just peeping in, because sunflowers, they all face the same way, don't they? If you've ever seen, I know when we took the boys to France when they were younger, and you'd go past a field of sunflowers, and it was lovely because they all face the same way. And as the sun moves round, the heads of the flowers move round. The boys couldn't get over it. It was lovely. I'm going to stamp my little bumblebee, and this is from the Bumble Hum set, and I've cut one off on its own just because I wanted one. You could just mask off, but I just took my scissors, bit of an anaesthetic, and just, so I often use one on its own, and I just love that look, the detail. Now, I need something in the background, so I decided that the orchard grass would be perfect. It's not as big as the field grass, and we're coming in with Sandra Lane. No, Sandra Dune. You see, my head, it's Sand Dune, but obviously, you know my head, you just completely rename things all the time. So we'll have some lovely stamping here with first and second generation. Just because second generation, we get that lovely wispy, and it's a nice light colour. I'm just going to add a tiny bit there. And often, you know, it's these tiny bits. You see what I mean? It just didn't look finished off. Right, so that's the stamping. And what I will do is just give that a blot before we add the colour. And we'll get rid of that. And I'm just going to bring in a piece of something to lean on. And I've got my Mondeluz pencils here. And I know you like to know the colours, so let's have a look. The colours I've gone for me, white's very important with this. So number 1, number 3, 22, 29, 31, and 5. And the way I tend to approach this is, and again, I'll do this a bit speedy, you will just take your time and relax. But I love adding a base coat of white first. And I have to say, I've done some designs where I have just left it with the white colour. And then I like to almost do it in different layers. So I have some with just the white. I mean, look at that, just with adding some white. So, as I say, if Mr. Mojo's gone, this is a lovely way of enticing him back. I would get yourself a pack of tags, look for your lovely florals, stamp yourself the pack. Now, I think is the 5 in the pack. Let me have a look. 5, yes. So you could stamp up all 5 and then you could just make yourself a brew, get yourself a nice snack and just sit for the afternoon and colour. Maybe some of the tags just leave with the white and then maybe just add hints of colour and then do some full colour. And again, it's nice to look at the difference. But I think there's something important about the white pencil for me here. Even on the stem, look. But as I say, you will take your time. I'm just doing the speedy version. But I hope you have a go at this, and I hope you put your pictures on social media so we can see. I mean, as I say, look at that. For me, you could leave the tag at this stage, but we're going to add some colour. So I'll come in with the green first, and I'm just going to add down the middle of the leaves where Tracy's drawn the veins, look, and just down. But I still want to see that white. And the white then becomes the highlight. And I love this green tone with the white. And then next, I'm just going to add some orange on my bumblebee. And just some orange in the middle of our lovely sunflower petals. And I'm going round. Now, as I say, you will take your time. I'm going quite speedy. And I want to alternate. I don't want to have it the same all the way round. And I'm just catching. Well, this is just to give you an idea. And then I come in with the yellow. And then look, I blend. And a lot of this, it's a process. So obviously you will sit, relax and enjoy the process, enjoy the colouring in. But once you add, often when we're doing things, have you ever done those designs where part way through you think, oh, I don't like this, I don't like where it's going, that looks, oh, my colouring's not so good. And then when you finish it and you walk away, come back and you look at it and you think, oh, actually, I like that. So with this, don't do me a favour and don't judge it halfway through. Just carry on and wait till you finish. And it's amazing the difference. So I'm just going to come in with a darker brown now, just at the base here. And then with this sort of lighter brown, but it's almost got mustardy tinges to it. And just blend in that darker brown. And obviously the darker brown just adds to that depth and the shadow. One more. Make myself dizzy going round and round. And then what I tend to do is come back in with the white and just go and use the white as that blending to just go over everything and blend the whole thing together. Now, as I say, you'll be a lot neater than me, and hopefully you'll spend a lovely afternoon. But this, just the white, it's amazing. Not only does it blend, and if you press a bit harder, it almost gives a waxy finish. But look at that, can you see that sheen from that waxy finish? And here you'll see how it just blends that green out. Now, there's a few places where I haven't quite, but I would go around just checking I've got to the edge of each of those petals. And as I say, the white gives you that gorgeous highlight. And speaking of highlight, I'm going to come in now with my mangaka and just add a couple of little highlights. So at the top here, and then maybe just the odd one on the leaf. Maybe just a couple. I don't want to overcook it. I think that's plenty of highlights. Maybe just one more. I do that. I say that's plenty and then I do one more. Now, just to add a bit of something in the background, I'm going to come in with Truffle and Sundance. And what I'm going to do in this bottom corner, I just want to make the background define it a little bit more. So can you see, just by coming in with the truffle in that corner, that's all I need. And then just almost I want to have that opposite. So with Sundance, and again, you can add the moon mask if you want. I wasn't going to on this one because I just want that background colour and I don't need a lot of it. I'll just clean my mat so you can see. And if I come in, can you see how that's just taken that and added a little bit of just another tone into the design. Now, a couple of our lovely sentiment stickers. And I'm going to come in with happy because my bumblebee's happy here. And I'm going to put happy up here and I know create, because I think is happily creating honey. Create doesn't want to stick to my scissors. Now, oh, actually, see, on my original, I put it down here, but I don't want to put it across. So I'm going to put it there. Mind you, I never do two things the same. I don't know about you. Now, the last thing for me is the yellow sparkly Posca. But if you're not keen on your Posca splats, you leave this off. You know me, I just like, in my head, it's just little bits of magical fairy dust or pollen. Although if you suffer from hay fever, I bet you don't think pollen's magical. And it shows up so well on where we've put that brown ink and the yellow ink. It just pings on that brown tag. So if you look at that. See, doesn't that look magical? I think that's just a lovely smiley tag. And I've just got some of the craft yarns, look, and added a little bit at the top. Now, what I'm going to do with mine is in my little tag book, I've got myself a page ready. I've added some of the washi tape and I've added a little bit of writing and I'm going to pop my tag there. So there's the one I've just created and there's the one that's going to go in my gorgeous little tag book. This one, I think that'll go on a lovely candle I've got for a friend and that'll really make her smile. So I hope you have a go with the new brown tags and just do some colouring in, relax, enjoy it. But please do share and then you can inspire each other. And I can't wait to see what you create. Maybe you could do all 5 in one go. Are you going to put them in a tag book? Or are you going to put them on a gift? Or a card? Or in your journal? Whatever you do, please just have fun. I will see you again soon. Much love and hugs from me. Bye for now.